So today I'm with none other than James, a very good friend of mine, and we'll ask James how to book the student accommodation in case they are coming to the UK or Glasgow or Scotland, and secondly, how to avoid
Did
this.
actually do online. Did you do it yourself? I meant to ask you. Did you go online to do our booking here?
Yes, I
And
went
did you
on-
find those forms were they very complicated, or did you find them very simple? TO.
Yes, yes.
That's a transfer accommodation.
Yes.
Yeah, but we do have an online site where you can book up accommodation. Unfortunately, this term we are fully booked right across all Glasgow. The education in Scotland is going down very well. But as I said, online would be your best bet to do accommodations. We also have 24/7 in the building where you can phone up, and me myself can look up through Prism, that's our booking page, and we can see what accommodation. If we are fully booked, we can take your name for previous anyone maybe call off, and if there's any vacancies, we can give you a call what you know that has now become a vacancy. There is a few polar bears and Eskimos that jump about, but it's not really that bad in Scotland. I'm used to the climate. People may find it adjusting it. People from the Middle East may find the climate very cold, but you will adapt to it. We are very friendly people. We have lovely characters, and we'll keep you nice and warm, my friend.
Yeah. What's that, James?
On our hub, we have a Prism where the booking is, where you can do your online booking. It's a very simple process that you go through, which itself will let you know what rooms are available. There's also a short video on it showing you the rooms itself, what they contain. Most of them do have studios as well inside the building. We find that because we're central Glasgow G1, we're the centre of the place, so it may be slightly more expensive, but we do have other accommodations, so we try to be flexible. We understand that because of the financial hardship at the moment, with the price of everything, and cost of living, basically, we are one of the cheapest student accommodations that we have.
Like even Kyle Park is quite reasonable. That
Yeah,
I booked
yes.
it's £400.
Yes, which for student accommodations, as you know yourself, you're probably shocked to them yourself, you see how it
Yeah.
is. And as I said, this building itself, we're manned 24/7. We're always here to help you. I don't know how many times I've had to let you in the room because you've been locked out. I'll hold that against you at the end of the season, though.
Like James said, he told us about the United Students properties, which are located in Glasgow, London, Cardiff, Bristol, Manchester. You can book on the website United Students, and there are other options as well, like a Student Roost, and many other properties and organizations offering student accommodation. And there are also estate agents who are offering who are dealing with the student accommodation, like Ember Student and many others. But there is also a website like Spare Room where you can find your student accommodation. But at the same time, be very careful. Sometimes if you're searching on social media platforms like Facebook, they are scammers as well. So a note of caution is, do not pay your amount to any individual. You can pay the amount from your home countries to the through the bank transfer to the account of the organizations like United Students. For instance, I also encountered 2-3 scammers who, and I was about to pay them, but I was fortunate enough to have come to know that they were scammers. What happened when I was searching for accommodation at that time? There was no option available, and on Facebook I came across a lady who told me that she had stayed at Mrs. Tarsha's accommodation, and she's a landlady, and she can provide me the number. Since I was desperately looking for accommodation, so I requested her, please do. So when she shared me the number of Mrs. Tarsha, then I I was in touch with Mrs. Tarsha. But later on, I came to know that she was based in America, and she was a scammer. And she was the same lady who earlier became the tenant of Mrs. Tarsha, and later on she herself became the landlady and the scammer as well. That is why never ever transfer your money to any individual's account. And the best way is to book accommodation uh, through these organizations like United Students and many other organizations that are offering our Amber Student and uni accommodation. And another option is if you are unable to find the accommodation in student accommodation, then another option is to apply to search through spare room where you can find the private accommodation. But even in that case, do not pay to any individual. Just be very careful and vigilant.